Well, hello, 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 Libras. How are you today? I'm actually shooting this live and seeing how this goes. Um, welcome, welcome. I hope that everybody is doing good. And it is saying Pisces up there, which we are not Pisces. So it didn't get changed, did it? So this is Libra, Libra. I'm just trying to see if I can fix this. No, that's okay. So anyway, let's keep going. So this is Libra. I can edit that here in a minute. So I should see if I can do that here. But we'll keep going. So this is Libra. And this is for the 20th through the 26th. I hope everybody is doing okay. We are actually now out of the retrograde, and hopefully some of you have seen the comet. If you haven't, what an amazing, amazing energy that the comet is giving. So you'll want to be able to go on there and see that. Oh, it's amazing. I think some people can actually see it. I'm in Oregon, so I don't know where you're at. But I think some people can see that with the binoculars, and it's just right after sunset. So it's an amazing thing. Lots and lots of energies. So anyway, let's get started. So for those of you that are brand new first timers, welcome. So this is a different kind of tarot reading. This is actually an intuitive plus tarot. I'm an empath, so I do a lot of my sessions, one-on-one sessions, with intuitiveness only, but sometimes we use the cards just depending on what your preference is. So it's a little different. So if you go to the actually new viewers on my About page, you can actually check in and see how I do my readings. So they are changing a little bit, trying to get it more interactive for you guys so you're not so bored, because I know it gets boring sometimes, especially if you think, well, this isn't resonating with me. Yes, it can. And if you don't listen all the way through, then you're missing out, because something in my sessions will resonate with you. It just depends on where, when, how the divine is coming through on what they're trying to give you the message for. And like I said, it is all from, I ask the divine, I ask my creator, help me to help you and show you and give you messages and information. And then whoever comes through, after I ask this, that is up to the divine to send whoever that is. So let's get started. This is the 20th through the 26th. We're going to use the Oracle cards just to get the general energy and vibration for the 20 through the 26th. And let's see what we've got going. So some of this may be coming through from the last week, and some of it may be directly in this week, or even just starting this week. For those of you that are just like, well, what does she mean, the energies and the vibrations? Because sometimes people are new. And I love to educate. As you can tell from my Get Balance 2020 down below, I do educate. I'm a coach, a life coach, spiritual coach, and health coach. So, woo, we got some peaks of joy this week. Some peaks of joy, finally, right? Oh, if you've come out of this retrograde all in one piece, then there is joy in that only. So let's see if there's anything else the divine wants to come through for you to focus in on this next week. What an easy thing to just focus in on joy, right? And so for those of you that don't know the difference between happiness and joy, because I've had a live video before and some people did not even have a clue there was a difference. There is. So happiness and joy is actually, happiness is coming from the outside, our external. I call it earth. This is external because happiness can come up and down, up and down, up and down, because whatever things make us happy can be gone in an instant. If I have a boat, a car, a house, whatever, it could be gone in an instant. Then how do I feel? Up and down, up and down. Go through a relationship, it ends. How do I feel? Up and down. So you're looking for external happiness. Joy is within, something that nobody can take from you at all. Something that brings you peace, something that brings you love, something that brings you to a higher vibration, something that is not even explained because it's in the heart of it. It's in your spirit, and that cannot be taken away. All right, magician, manifestation. Woohoo! Manifestation straight out of the chute. I have a good feeling for your week, you guys. Libra, you are going to have a good week. Now, let's see if there's going to be any kerfuffles in the middle of the week, and see if there's anything. Oh, I forgot. Kerfuffle is sort of like a upset, or any arguments or anything like that. Let's see if there's anything coming up there. So, how is everything else going with you guys? I'm waiting for them to come through. So how I do this is I hear things, I get vibrations, energies. Sometimes the cards will show, oh, and I apologize. I didn't even show you Peaks of Joy. Here we go. Isn't that a beautiful card? She's just flying. She's just like, ooh, she's just looking off at the distance at that butterfly and just, ooh, social butterfly kind of thing. Yes, just an energy that is free and flowing, an energy that is just uncaring about anything, just keeps moving forward, perseverance, resilience, just going with the flow. Whatever happens outside me doesn't matter. I'm going with the flow, going with the flow. And the magician, that's a good thing because you can create that. So, okay, thank you. So now I'm starting to get the messages. And so magician creation, we create, we manifest our own joy. We manifest how we look at things and how we perceive things and how we think about things. So this is a manifestation is what I have heard. You need to manifest your joy, and the joy comes from within. Yeah, so if you're actually going through, coming into, or going out of a storm or something that has just sort of ruffled your feathers, stay calm through that, because that's what the King of Cups is all about. The King of Cups is about your heart as well. Hey, I don't make this up. I'm just the conduit. So we either are always going to be going into, I say a storm, it could be a challenge. Some people call it a challenge. Some people call it, could be a life change. It could be anything like that. Yeah, so we need to manifest our own calmness. Thank you. We also need to manifest that calmness within us. So apparently somebody out there, I don't know who this is for, gets a little ruffled, gets their feathers a little ruffled. So this week, it's if you stay calm and you manifest that calmness, if you do the road rage stuff, manifest calmness in that. It's like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to get there okay. That person driving their car is going to get there okay. It's not life and death. Now, if it is life and death, you should be on the phone calling 911 and getting extra emergency help there. But the thing is that we, in most cases, just stay calm. We speak calmly. We don't need to yell. We manifest the joy. We manifest the calmness in our voice. We manifest our hearts, of how we feel, how we interact, how we love, those kind of things. So I'm hearing manifest. It's really interesting. A lot of people now, especially the younger generation, are learning about manifestation. I can't speak today. And it's a really good thing because if you're learning this in your 20s, it will actually jumpstart you in the future, because manifestation is so powerful. It is so powerful. I can't explain how powerful it is. We manifest things positive and negative, and we should be manifesting positive in our life. So if you're young, learn the law of attraction, learn how energies and vibrations work, because you manifest what you put out. it's sort of an interesting process, and we manifest beginning in our subconscious, and it goes to our conscious, then our conscious goes to our brain activity and our body responds, and our body can respond by manifesting a positive aura, a positive energy out there, or it can manifest a negative one just as bad. So it sounds like Divine is wanting to talk about joy, manifesting that joy within you. Thank you for that. That is a beautiful message. I'm getting goosebumps. Beautiful message. You know, because I don't know who this is for out there. So this is somebody's thinking negative. Somebody's thinking, woe is me, the victim mentality. Somebody's thinking out there the why always me? Why do I always have to struggle? Why do I always have to? Yeah, see, okay, these came in upside down. You're manifesting. You can have the world if you think positive. You can have the intuition if you think positive. You're manifesting unpositive response and reaction to things. So, and this isn't me. I mean, this isn't me thinking this. So the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to block all the energies and vibrations to come to you and give you everything that you deserve. You have to learn to manifest the intuition, the energies for your intuition, and know your intuition, because if you don't begin to manifest those and switch that around, you are not going to be able to get to this joy. You're not going to be able to manifest this because your mindset is in a different place. So the Divine wants you to manifest the joy, the love, the truth, and everything in you. And he's wanting you to have the world. He's wanting to give this to you. So don't block it. Don't put up a wall. If you don't believe in any of this, try it sometime and see if it actually works. If it works, then you actually have proven yourself wrong, which I almost will guarantee you'll prove yourself wrong. So there are some things that in here that we have to work on this week to make sure we're turning that manifestation around to positive and joy. So this week it sounds like you're working on your intuition, believing in that intuition, manifesting all the positive out of it. So if it says go this way, you go that way. The way to manifest negative energies is to go the opposite way that your intuition, your heart, and your spirit are telling you to go. So we say, okay, thank you. So they want me to clarify, because I put in the word heart. Okay, that does not mean feelings. Well, I feel like I should stay with him. I feel like I really should do this. I feel like I don't want to go today. That's not what Divine is talking about, because that's more sabotage thinking than actually what your heart and your spirit is saying. You'll know what your heart and your spirit are saying when they actually align and you get this push to go a certain way. You're like, oh, something just makes me want to go this way. That's the Divine. That's the spirit. That's the everything speaking to your soul, your character, and your personality to get you to go that way. And then when you when you do that, then you actually are moving forward into manifesting positive energies, positive vibrations, higher levels of light, becoming closer to the true you and the Divine who you're supposed to be listening to and getting all your information and advice from. So that's really, really important to. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to put at the end of this video, one, how to listen to spirit. There's a series on spirit, how to get to your spirit, and I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget, because I have to go back and add that in. Spirit series. So you'll want to either hopefully listen through the whole video to get to that point, or come back and maybe zip through the video and look at that there, because it's really important. And I'll try to go ahead and put in a, I keep forgetting to do this, put in a marker up here so that you can actually just click on it and go to it as well. But sometimes I forget that. So, but it will be definitely at the end. So it's really important to understand your spirit, where it is at, where it's coming from, and where you need to understand it to grow, All right. So is there anything else in this original spread here that you want me to share before I go to clarify? I understand we're going to manifest. I understand that we need to stay calm, because apparently there is some negative energies there. There is some negative things that are holding us. So is there anything else with the original spread that I need to share with them, with the Libras? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So there is a Ace of Wands. There is an offering there, and if we look at wands, wands are our desires, our hopes, our dreams, whatever we desire. It could be that, maybe it's a hobby thing, maybe it's a spiritual thing, but it is for our desire. This is for our desire, which would make sense, because we're trying to manifest something. Now, the divine will give us and manifest things of what we need for ourselves. Sometimes doesn't mean all of our desires. But if there is something that you desire, and I teach this in my Get Balanced 2020, if you want more information, please subscribe here, and you'll be able to get more information on not only Get Balanced 2020, but all the videos, free videos, all free educational videos for you. But the thing is that the divine wants you to have the things that you need sometimes, and that's a whole different video. But the desires, you need to ask specifically, and this is what I teach in Get Balanced 2020 in the spiritual portion, is we need to ask specifically. And I can be the first-hand experience. I've had that happen time and time again. I've had spiritual people come to me telling me that they ask specifically for certain things because they want them in their life. For example, a horse or whatever, but you just say a horse. Okay, well, we'll bring you an old nag. You didn't be specific. I would really like, because I'm a horse person. Now, divine, I'm not asking for this at this moment. I can't have that. But the thing is, it is an example that if I'm going to ask or meditate on or pray on or just ask straight out. I mean, okay, if you're going to give me a horse, I want a paint. I want them about 16 hands. Or no, I take that back. I want a Clydesdale. I want her about 18 hands. I want her to be, a mare. I want her to be 16 years old, 15 years old. I would want her dead broke. These are specifics. And this is what we do to manifest the desires that we want. Ask sometime, but you ask more than once and you leave it alone, because the thing is that the divine will give you if it is the right timing and if this is part of your journey. I've had it many a times. But that's because I'm also obedient. Okay, so yes, exactly. So you can have, when we're talking about your desires and wants, and he's trying to tell you, you can have everything that you want. But I'm going to give you some of the things that you need. And you may not agree with the way I do it, the way that I expect you to get them, or the timing, but you will have everything as long as you're obedient, and you will have unconditional love. You will have monetarily things or things of the earth that you want. You will have a partner and family and a harvest of all kinds of things. But you got to stop. This is the Knight of Swords. Upside down, again, this is all negative. So you want to be able to stop trying to manifest things that are not of your, because these came out together. So it's sort of, thank you. Even though it's not really a fighting card, it's actually a different meaning to it, but it's coming out together with this. So you're fighting against your own manifestations and your own offerings. So this is what I'm getting with this. Now, if you've done tarot before, you'll know there's many readings or many things to a reading. But again, I'm intuitive. I'm hearing messages and vibrations as well. So when I look at the card, it has other meanings if you stick with the original tarot. But again, I'm getting messages from divine or whoever is passed on how to move forward in a positive light for your life. So I read cards differently. I read cards sometimes to the T to what their meaning is, but if I get a download at the time that I read this, it's like you're fighting yourself. You're fighting self. And that's the message on that card. So that's how I read that. There's all kinds of ways of reading tarot. But I love these 3 decks that I use. I resonate with them. My energies are in with them. I get the energies of what's going on, the divine, how they want me to portray it. And right now, you've got a beautiful week coming, but thank you. Don't be your worst enemy. You are your worst enemy. If a negative thought comes in to stop the manifestation of joy, nip it in the bud right there and say, nope, I'm going to change that to a positive thought because I want this to be a good week. And there's a lot, you know what? It's so easy in this day and age, especially in the now that we've got COVID, we've got protests, we've got Black Lives Matter, we've got politics, we've got There's so much negative. Zoop. Try that once. If you're going to say something negative, if you're going to be on social media commenting on something and in a negative manner, don't do it. Just stop yourself for a second because all that begins to block your positive energies. Your vibrations begin to lower and lower and lower each time. Before you know it, it's become a habit and you didn't even realize it. Because those little shadows come in and just take over. If you believe in shadows or if you believe in the devil, the little demons come in and it's like, they had no clue that we did this. And now they're talking negative and getting angry, getting bitter. You know, you are in control of you. Nothing else. Some people hate to say that. It's like, I hear that all the time. Well, maybe there's some truth to it. My daughter says that to me. I'm just so tired of hearing that. You know, blah, blah, blah. But the other thing, too, is you have to realize that and I'm going to speak a minute to the young people out there. And while I'm shuffling and I'm trying to listen to these messages that are coming in, there's an app out there my daughter shared with me. Please be careful because, you know, the demons are real out there, the negative energies, the negative forces, and I'm getting chills. And so this is for somebody out there that's young. So I hope you're listening because I'm getting major goosebumps. That means I am on the right track. Somebody is playing with fire, and that is you're not going to manifest this joy through that. You're going to manifest something that is very dark and very, if you want to call it evil, if you want to call it really, really, really low vibration, however you want to believe it. But this app that somebody's playing with and started is very dark. If you ever heard of the deep web, the deep dark web, I believe that these people are in control of that. And that is really a very bad, negative, low vibration place to go. It's one of these adventure apps that you put in what you want to find or what you want to manifest. and then you actually follow this map or something. My daughter was sharing it with me, and we're in Oregon, and somebody did this app, and lo and behold, they came across a suitcase with a dead body in it, and then there was a bag next to it or coming up by it with a body in it. So it's like, how did they know that? And what they wanted to manifest was something fun with travel. Well, this was a suitcase that was sitting on the edge of the water. I know the waters because I used to scuba dive up in that exact area. And it's just a horrible manifestation of something very dark and very evil. Now, it's on an app. Yes, it's maybe, but when you're typing stuff in, you have no idea what Google's watching, what anybody is watching. I have a criminal justice background, and I could give you chills to know that some of the stuff that they do. So if the government and the other good people can do this, then bad people, or I shouldn't say bad people, people with very unhealthy, dark motivation can do it too. So be mindful. I'm going to show you this spread. Be mindful, really mindful, because you're dealing with something in this center that is not healthy. It is not good. Now this, I don't know who this is for somebody. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is going to resonate with some young person or people that I'm just getting chills and goosebumps that please, please be careful with what you do on these apps and on the computer, on these dating sites, because we don't want to manifest this here. Okay, we want to be able to manifest all these good things that are happening here. So if you're sort of torn at what's going on with you and how you're not quite sure about things, stop yourself, start thinking about manifesting something positive, because that is where joy is going to begin to come through. Okay, and if you're unsure about any of that, please email me or comment, or I do get the comments every single day. So, and I go through them at night while I'm sitting relaxing. I do go through them. I've had some disturbing ones, and hopefully I've helped them through, and I've had some beautiful ones. So I appreciate all the support from all around the world. So I really appreciate that. So, yeah, here again, now we get it upright. Look at this. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. So we're now getting it upright. So if we stay on track, and if we, I get goosebumps, if we start thinking positive and we start manifesting things positive in our life, here are your rewards. Not only earthly rewards, you're handed the world. You can have anything and everything, because it is all about how we manifest things and the joy. I would say, you know what? I've had anything and everything. I've had money. I've had love. I've had all that kind of stuff. And I would say joy tops it all, because you know what? Joy is all about your freedom. And what I mean by freedom is your chains are broken. All your fear is gone. You can manifest having a fearless life. And you always have one little fear or so, but that's always, it's nice to have a challenge to try and fix yourself better. So that is what I'm talking about in this. So you have a wonderful, wonderful week coming up. You do have to do a little bit of work on that negative or that thing that's pulling you back to say something you shouldn't, do something you shouldn't, or maybe do something in loving kindness, manifest that and turn it around to something. Or if you need to walk away, you need to walk away, but manifest again the calm of the King of the Cups. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. So that is your week. Oh my goodness, Libra. That is the week for the 26th or 20th through the 26th. There is a lot. I am so excited for you because manifesting joy, having just joy is just amazing. And I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's butt because I would say a year ago, I had no real idea about joy. I knew what it was, but actually my chains got broken in less than a week, and it was just like, what is happening? I feel so free. I feel so happy inside, not outside. It's like, okay, yeah, it's going to come and go, whatever. I can get more of that, not a problem, or I can get more money, or I can, you manifest. So this is the thing. So it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So I hope this was fun for you. I hope I didn't stir up any fear as far as the apps, but I will say be mindful in how you speak, you act, and you react, because we want to manifest the positive again. We want to manifest the positive here. Look at all this and take away these negative fears. This is a fear here. She's unsure. If she moves for her spirit, she's going to be sure. She's going to have all this stuff. Stop fighting yourself. Actually, it's this way, fighting yourself, and just beautifully manifest your joy. Manifest your joy this week. All right, Libras, that is it for this week, and we will see you next week. Please like, share, subscribe. I will put that video about the spirit so you can learn more about that at the end once I edit it. So come back and either rewatch or go ahead and just zip through or find my finger pointing at something and it'll actually be the little light there. And I'm still learning YouTube. I'm just new. Come on. It says 2013, what I found out, that is actually when I started a Google account, but that is not my Divine Warrior Intuitive. I just started this less than 6 months ago. So please subscribe and bring friends and share, and I will see you next week. Manifest positive, manifest joy this week. All right, talk to you next week.